Hey everybody, welcome back to DK's house. You're actually in my house here, downstairs where I have all my autographs, and I share it with my son's Legos, because there's Legos everywhere. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my photo bucket pictures, but there's been times where I take a photo bucket picture and you can see just Legos everywhere. But right now, it's all picked up, so it's pretty sweet. Yeah, so we've been having a good time down here. I just picked up, this is random, but I just picked up an old 360 game, Call of Duty Ghosts. So we've been jamming on that and keeping things clean down here. But along those lines, I did do a little bit of rearranging of some autographs. I had to make room for this bookcase behind me, and so I moved shadow boxes so that some of my shadow boxes, or most of them, were on all along this wall here on the top. And then I put a smaller collage down here on the right. Got my Moment of Truth landscape collage there, my Anik, and then some more shadow boxes. I'll do a room tour at some point. And I used to have only 2 landscape collages here. I changed that to 2 portraits and a landscape, and I took a couple photos off the wall that you see there. I had those over on the left over here, and then this is my work in progress collage. So as I get portrait signed Topps cards, UFC Topps cards I don't have, I put them in there. So that's my work in progress. But I had to make room for that beast. So my son's got all of his Legos in bins over here. The lighting's kind of poor, but got these pull-out cloth bins, and then he's got some displayed in some of the other slots. So picked that up from Menards on Black Friday, or actually 2 of those. So keeping it neat down here, getting him some space to display his Lego sets and keep stuff organized on here, because otherwise it turns into like an avalanche of Legos on the floor and it looks horrible. So yeah, I did some rearranging. When I get some good lighting down here and the motivation, I'll do a complete room tour, but that was just a little bit of it with poor lighting. Wednesday, obviously you guys know, is a crappy mail day. At least it is for me. Just got ads and a Capital One offer today. But Monday, I did get a Mundo size amount of mail. One of the TTMs I sent back out because it was signed on the back, so I resent that today. And another one was mighty fine. Don't ask about the address, I can't share it. It was given to me confidentially from none other than Diego Sanchez himself. So I had asked him, oh man, I can't even see that well. I had asked him for an address to mail him cards other than Jackson's, and he replied back, heck, we're basically family. So he gave me an address and signed and sent back my cards. The only thing is, I'm shocked that he did not use my blue Sharpie. So I'm going to have one of these for trade, but I think it's going to Nolan, because I sent this just because I had it. And so I think this is the keeper. My other one will be for Nolan. Got a round 2. Man, I hope this is showing up well for you guys. I can't really tell from where I'm holding the camera. 2014 champions. 2010 knockout. My thumb is over the beginning of the autograph. I did send him a bunch to keep, so don't be hating on me for sending so many. He was fine with it. 13 knockout. 14 knockout. The only knockout I didn't send or have was the 12 knockout. And this one's cool. The 12 bloodlines. And kind of the weaker of all of them is, or the ink at least, is the 13 bloodlines. Just when I want to crap about the bad black on a couple of these, I gotta realize that he hooked me up big time. Even though I'm surprised he didn't use my blue Sharpie. I don't know what's up with that. I don't even want to ask, because I'll sound like a brat, like I'm not grateful. So some of those will be going into the work in progress, along with the Chales I haven't put in there yet either. So that's that. Then this next thing is a trade and a bit of a care package. You guys know Michael Stout. You should know him. I think it's the Stout fan here on YouTube. The guy is just amazingly giving and just a good dude. I just don't want to sound homo about him, but the dude's awesome. That's all I can say. Had an item on eBay that I wanted desperately, and I just cannot at this time spend any money, with it being Christmas time and spending so much money on postage for TTM. I just couldn't do it, but he had an item I wanted super bad, and he said, no sweat, you can win the auction and then let's trade. So we're going to trade. I got to send my half yet to him, and I'll do that as soon as I can. But Michael hooked it up big time. He actually threw in a bunch of unsigned base. And one I really wanted and needed is this Anderson Silva. Wow, this lighting's bad. I hope it shows up well on the camera or when I upload this. So just a bunch of 12 finest. These are the refractor ones, I think. That's not a refractor. These are refractors, and then these are just some base. So super happy with that. Then he threw in a knife, which my son is wanting me to show on YouTube so he can finally have it. So this kind of a pocket knife from Frost Cutlery. So that was just a little fun little extra. Oh crap. And then I'm going to slow roll this. I saw this, and he sold it once on eBay, and the seller never paid. So I saw it again, and I was just watching it with minutes to go, and started talking with Michael, and he's like, let's just trade. Oh, dude. I don't do tons of, I do barely any WWE autograph collecting, but I barely at all. I think the only one I have is from when I met Junkyard Dog as a kid. But this is, Vince McMahon. Come on, look at this. And for Vince McMahon autograph, this is like gorgeous. So I had to have it, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but it's freaking nice. It would be cool to get it PSA labeled, just to have it authenticated. I wouldn't really want to do that with anything else that I have, because I don't really care that much. But this is Vince McMahon, the second to the creator of WWF, now WWE. Just awesome. I just really dig this autograph since it's super clean. It's a Vince McMahon. So, Michael Stout, can't thank you enough. I already kind of went homo on you, thanking you over and over and over. So, it's awesome. Super appreciate it. Merry Christmas, and I'll be getting that care package out to you as soon as I can, buddy. Now to go to a little bit less of Mojo. I made a kind of a weird trade. More so I was getting help, but I did fill out a trade manager for this. I had 2 unsigned blanks from UFC 164. UFC 164, my son Isaac and I did in-person graphing, and I had gotten some signed blanks for a Korean fighter, and I had some left, and people were signing like crazy, so I figured, hey, I'll get a couple blanks signed for myself. So I had 1 blank signed by Daniel Cormier, and my son and him posed outside before the event, and I was really happy to get this printed. So Matt on MMA Sports Cards hooked me up, and he was able to print on 8.5 by 11. So I got this printed, and it was modified by a pal of mine on Twitter, who's another UFC autographs collector. He modified this photo to have it more rustic looking and to turn the background into monochrome. And I think now that I look at it, Isaac's rear hand is monochrome. That's funny. I didn't notice that before. But it turned out really awesome. And then this was the other one. I'm not going to keep this one. Isaac did get a photo with Josh Barnett, but he's kind of into Satan and the darkness, so I'm not really looking to keep this around. So I'm going to be sending this one off to somebody. Maybe it'll be you, Stout fan. I shouldn't have said that. But, dude, it's a big freaking nipple. But no, it's this is actually a photo from UFC 164 when he beat Frank Mir. So that's that. Super happy to get those done, especially that especially to get that Cormier done. It was just really hard to find anybody online who printed quality pictures on their own, because photo shops around my area wouldn't do it. Walgreens doesn't do it. They have like photo paper that's on like a reel, so they can't just run paper through and print the photo over it. So it's awesome. So if you guys don't know, you can guys get blank photo paper signed and blue Sharpie and then print an image over it, and it stays awesome. So that's that. Let's hope that we break the TTM drought tomorrow, and Friday and Saturday and Monday and ever after. So that's it, everybody. Have a good week, and we'll see you in church.